Here with Cal State Dominguez Hills women's basketball head coach John Bonner, uh, just 1 week shy of the 2018-19 season. How does it feel so far?
I'm excited. I mean, this is going to be a brand new year for us. We got some returners coming in, and we got some new players, and we're looking to kind of build upon what we established last year by getting into the playoffs, and hopefully we can do a little bit more this year.
So you return nine players and get 7 newcomers. How's that meshing going on?
You know what? This year has actually been a little bit more seamless. I think this is the first year where we've had some senior leadership already established, and so having them be there and have a presence through our players, and it's not just the coaches, has allowed all of our newcomers to come in and flow a little bit more smoothly. So they've been able to buy into our system a little bit sooner compared to last year when we had 11 new players and we didn't really have that. It's just been a whole lot better, and I think our team chemistry is a lot higher than it was last year, which I'm excited about.
Now, one of your key returners is Nautica Moore, all-CCA first-teamer last year. Can you talk about her and how she's progressed?
Yeah, Nautica did a great job for us last year. I mean, she led the conference in steals. She led us in scoring. And through it all, she's remained humble. I think this year we're going to try to rely on her a little bit more to assist us with some scoring, being able to play defense. We tried to add some help in with that with our new players. And so we have a high bar for her, but I think she'll be able to kind of follow through on those things.
So aside from Nautica, who's been catching your eye this preseason?
You know what? All of our players, I think our returners are going to be big. I mean, Nautica, we know what she can do. Heaven Holmes is someone that comes in and stretches the floor for us. One of the things that we tried to do this year with recruiting was improve on the things that we were weak in last year. And so we wanted to shore up our rebounding, and we wanted to improve on our outside shooting. And so I think having Alyssa Gomez and adding Jasmine Pulka, they're going to give us some deep threats. And then also having Alzina Henry and Alicia Henderson on the inside. As long as our returners with Destiny Williams and DeJora Ledbetter, I think having those players come in this year are going to kind of help us with some of the weaknesses that we maybe didn't have before. And then we have a good core group of freshmen who should also have an impact.
So last season, your team nearly averaged 70 points per game. Are we looking to see a high-scoring offense against this year?
Absolutely. That's something that we put a premium on, is being able to score the ball. We want to always be top 3 in offense, and I think to match that, we want to be top 3 in defense this year. So we're not going to let down or anything in regards to our offense, but we're going to make sure that we add on defensively so that gap is a little bit bigger and the margin usually works in our favor, hopefully.
Yeah, talk about more on the defensive side.
Yeah, so last year, although we did a really good job with our blocks and our steals, we didn't do a good job of managing our team defense as much as I would like to. So this year we've put a lot more emphasis on that. So as you know, we still have our press, and we're going to mix that in there. But we also want to make sure that we're pressuring our opponents for 40 minutes. And I think last year we would do it for a quarter here or there, or we would always try to dig ourselves out of a hole in the fourth quarter. And this year, I think with our focus from the start of the preseason has been about our defense, and so we expect to have that for longer periods during the game.
So we also host the CCA Pac West Challenge, playing Concordia and Biola. You excited to open the season?
Yeah, we are. I think we want to get to it. I mean, clearly we're still working out the kinks within our team and still trying to make sure that our identity is established. But I think playing those two teams that are in the Pac West, and they're going to be pretty good this year, will definitely give us a true test of what it is going to be to expect in the CCAA. So I think they're good tune-up games for us. They'll be good competition to start. And then I think it'll help our players kind of grasp what it takes to be successful at this level.
Do you have any team goals set?
No, I just want us to compete right now. You know, our goal is to be better defensively. Clearly, we always want to be able to be one of the top scoring teams within our conference, hopefully within the nation. And then defensively, we need to get better. So the biggest things for us is just making sure that we compete 40 minutes of every game. And we'll do that one possession at a time.
All right, we'll see you soon on the court.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, here with Nautica Moore from the Cal State Dominguez Hills women's basketball team. Nautica, just 10 days away from official opening of the season. How does it feel?
It's my senior year. I feel like it's very exciting. I love the team that we have this year, so I'm pretty geeked.
Senior, how does that sound?
Exciting but stressful at the same time because I feel like it's a lot of pressure as me being a leader and trying to show them how things are done here and still being able to, be one of the top teams and win. So it's kind of stressful but exciting at the same time. I like the role, but then I don't at the same time.
So you had quite the success last year. You led the team in assists, steals, and points, I believe. How do you springboard that into this season?
I would just say probably doing the same thing I did last year with practice, consistency, because we go up and down the courts at practice. So, like, just working on all the things that the coach try to enforce every day for us to do, which is our strengths. And my strength is going to the basket. So, like, just trying to work on those things every day to get me prepared for the games.
So how has preseason going so far with 7 newcomers and 9 returners?
It reminds me of last year, but it's like the freshmen that we have, they're so coachable this year. Like, they're ready to play. Like, you would never know that they're freshmen when they step on the floor. So I feel like it's very exciting. The group that we have this year is kind of special, even though they're new, but they catch on with things pretty fast, so it doesn't make us look as like a new team.
So out of this group, is there a funny person, a team comedian?
Yeah, it's a couple of them, but I want to say Paradise is probably one of the funniest persons on the team.
How about some team bonding stories? September, October is a great time for team bonding. What off-the-court activities have you guys done so far?
Okay, so yeah, recently we had like team bonding and like we played these little different types of games, and it's this one game, I forgot what it's called. But it's like you get to kill people, keep them in the game, and she was like a police or I forget what it's called, but like she kept killing the same person, but nobody knew her role because everybody had to close their eyes, and so she would kill the same people, and it would be funny at the end. We all knew that it was her.
Back to the basketball. How do you build that cohesion around this time of year?
I want to say practice and outside of practice, a lot of our teammates have been using open gym, so like we have been working not only at practice, but on the side of practice, getting extra shots in, team bonding, hanging with each other, picking up the freshmen, making them feel welcome. So I feel like the chemistry with the team is very important.
What kind of goals have you guys set for this year, personally and as a team?
So as a team, we said we don't want to lose any home games. Well, that's what we're trying to aim for, not losing any home games for the people that come watch us at home and just get into the tournament. But we started with smaller goals, like at this thing that it's called a turkey for like when we practice. Turkey is like when you get back-to-back stops. So we're trying to convert that over to the game. So get 3 stops, get a bucket, and then get a stop, get a bucket, get a stop, get a bucket, get a stop, and then that could like get us going.
So you open the season with the CCA Pac West Challenge at home, like you were saying. How does it feel?
It feels great to start off as a home game, but I feel like it's going to be a challenge because the people that we play is not it's not an easy team, so they're going to come to compete as well as we are.
Your team nearly averaged 70 points per game last year. Are you going to see the same thing this year?
Yes. So, like, because we practice it so much, we go up and down the court. So fast breaks, that's kind of our thing. So I feel like we should be able to convert that to the game.
Are you excited for the season?
Very excited.
All right. Thank you very much.